Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Girl Next Door this side. I hope you all are doing well. This video is something that I really wanted to make because there's a background story to it. But first, if you are new to my channel, please like my content, share my content and subscribe to my channel. It will mean the world to me and it really motivates me to make good content every single day. Okay, so coming back to our today's topic. So I was actually going through some very old photos from 5-6 years back, and I was showing them to my colleagues in office, and they actually got really astonished to see the difference. If you can see in these photos, my complexion was very dull. There was no brightness in my face, there was no glow in my skin. However, if you can see now, my complexion has improved. As in, this is not about, by the way, this is a disclaimer, this is not about how you can go from dark to light skin. That is not at all my intention. However, I can definitely tell that my complexion has become brighter. There's a glow to my face, and I have improved. I have gone from dull skin to bright skin, and when I looked back, I realized that I have been doing some things over the past few years that actually made my skin really improve. Now, obviously you can understand that that was like 5 years back, that photo. However, now I'm older, so I should have become more dull, and instead of that happening, actually my skin has improved a lot. So how that happened is exactly what I'm going to tell you. There are 6 simple steps. If you follow them, you are definitely going to improve your skin tone, your brightness, your glow. Again guys, this is not about how you can become fair. There is no obsession with fair skin tone from my end. Okay, it's just about how you can make your skin glowy and make your skin more bright. Okay, so the first step is the very basic thing that I think every person will actually tell you, even your moms, basically your parents, your doctors, which is drink lots of water. It actually helps. I never used to drink beyond, I never was mindful about the amount of water that I was having every day. So sometimes it would be 2 liters, sometimes it is going to be even worse, like 1.5 liters or 1 liter. But I slowly made it a point that I have 3 liters of water every day. Why and how I made it possible? I bought this very big bottle. Okay, this is what I have got now, but 5 years back I had a similar kind of a bottle. I always keep this with me. I make sure that this is always filled. Okay, and this is of 2 liters. So 1 bottle of 2 liter and 1 bottle of 1 liter. This actually I used to keep with myself every single day. Okay, and I made sure that I drink 3 liters of water every day. Hydration is the most important thing that is required for your health, your digestive issues, and what my grandmom and my mom says, that your gut health, your digestive health is actually something that reflects on your face. So if your gut health is great, your face will look great as well. So in continuation to that, the most important thing is to remove all the unwanted toxins from your body in the early morning. Right after you wake up, please have one full big glass of warm water. Have it in full, and that is actually, you do not need any fancy detox water, this water, that water. You don't need any of that. Just a simple big glass of warm water, and that actually flushes down all the toxins that are there in your body. And this is by far the most important thing. And I have realized that sometimes I am having 4 liters of water also. Okay, so if it is better, if it is more, it's better. But if it is less than 3 liters, well, that actually shows on your face. Point number 2. I used to be very careless about taking proper precaution before going out. I used to have a job in which I had to go out every single day because By the way, we are talking about pre-COVID era where every one of us had to go to office every single day. No concept of work from home whatsoever. But now also work from home is almost over for all of us, right? Okay, so I realized that I started doing something, and I think you can already understand what I'm going to talk about, and that actually helped me the most apart from the drinking water topic. So the most important thing that I'm going to show you is these two things. You can already understand what I'm going to talk about. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Guys, there is no substitute of using a sunscreen. This is the cream from Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. I think all of you know about this very popular product. I have multiple sizes of this one single product itself. Multiple sizes, so that one can fit into my purse, one can fit into my smaller bag, one can fit into my bigger trolley, whatever it is. I always use this. Okay, I always use this. This has SPF 50 and it has it blocks UVA, UVB. It has PA triple plus. I'm not sure what is meant by PA triple plus, but the most important thing is 5 years back I used to have very, very oily skin. I still have now, but to a lesser extent. But this was something which never made my skin super oily. This is something which never left a white cast. This is a very good sunscreen. This is a very good sunscreen. I can vouch for it. And I started using this very, often. Almost every day I started using this sunscreen, and I slowly noticed the change, noticed the difference that the sunscreen was making to my face. And that is the reason why this has become a very important part of my life. Now, what about this one? So, as time passed and I shifted from Kolkata to Bangalore, I realized that Bangalore weather is a little bit drier. So Kolkata is very humid, okay? But only using a sunscreen was not actually giving me enough amount of hydration, because I am someone who is very much big fan of lotions. So what I did is I bought this Biotic sandalwood lotion. This also has 50 plus SPF, blocks UVB rays, UVA rays, and this is actually a lotion, which means that this I can completely and fully use on my hands. Okay, so this is something that I use on my hands, on my face. This is something like a little bit less thick, so the consistency is not thick. It is really good. Okay, it absorbs quickly into your skin, does not leave a white cast, and it is something that gives you that hydration as well, which is why I am using this sunscreen more. Okay, so on my hands I usually use this sunscreen when I'm going out, the Biotic one, and on my face I will use a thick layer of Neutrogena sunscreen. Okay, so on and off I use these both, but never do I leave without any of these. Even the most important point, even when I'm inside my home on the weekends, I'm not planning to go out, okay, and I just need hydration, instead of reaching out to a lotion or a moisturizer which does not have SPF, always I reach out to the Biotic sunscreen one, because this is a lotion and a sunscreen both. So it is not like, if you're not going out, the sun is not affecting you. Inside home in the morning, you're always getting affected by UVA, UVB rays, guys. So make it a point that you just try to use a sunscreen which is more comfortable to you, and use it in your home as well. Point number 3. So as we age, our skin loses elasticity, okay, and also the most important thing is it craves for hydration. So the most important element that your skin needs right now as you're aging, as you're and not just as you're aging, even when you are young, at that time as well, keep your skin very, very hydrated. Always keep your skin hydrated using light moisturizers. which actually gets soaked inside your skin and provides that hydration. So I personally, I have two very favorite moisturizers of mine, which is this Biotic Morning Nectar and this one, the cult favorite Lakme Peach Milk. This is the basic variant. So this also has, by the way, a sunscreen variant, that also something you can use, but the consistency of that little bit thick, so that is why I prefer this one more. I make it a point that I stay extremely hydrated. I keep my skin very drenched in these two moisturizers. Okay, the more hydration you give your skin, the more glowy, dewy, healthy, fresh it will become. So please do not skip moisturizer. It is mandatory that you use moisturizer twice a day, okay, after shower and in the morning. And nighttime routine that I'm going to show later on separately, but do not skip your moisturizer. Solution number 4. The most important thing that I see these days on Facebook, on Insta, on YouTube is that people have really very elaborate nighttime skincare routines. But tell me one thing, do you really have the time and the patience to go through such an elaborate nighttime routine? You don't, right? So that is the reason why what happens in reality is that you tend to become very much avoiding. You tend to avoid these nighttime routines and just go off to sleep. So the point is, you need to have a simple nighttime routine, but which at the same time is extremely hydrating. So what happens at the night? When we all sleep, our skin actually pushes out sheds the old dead skin cells and replaces them with new skin cells. So as a result of that, it needs time, it needs hydration, and it also needs a lot of good sleep. So that is the reason why it's very important that we do have a nighttime routine, but a simple one, so that we don't tend to avoid it. The very first thing that we should do in a nighttime routine is face wash. Face wash is very important. Please go ahead and use your favorite face wash. And that should be the first thing, because that actually cleanses away all the dirt, all the makeup and all the grime, and that actually leaves you with a clean canvas on which you can actually apply the great things that you are going to put on your skin, and which is going to improve your skin. And second step, so first step is face wash. Second step, I have been using these oils over the last few years. The one oil that I always use is this vitamin C oil from Dave Herbs. This is actually a serum, guys, so it's very lightweight. It is something that immediately gets absorbed into the skin, and as you all know, vitamin C is something which brightens your skin. It improves the collagen level in your skin, and that actually makes my skin, over the years it has made my skin really bright. The other thing is the pure vitamin E oil. This is also which enables the skin to renew itself very fast and is actually a food for the skin. So this vitamin E oil from Dave Herbs is something that I have been using as well. So after using these oils, I will use either vitamin C or this vitamin E oil. After that, I will use very small quantity of these oils and just pat it on my skin. And after that comes the third step. Our skin needs a lot of hydration, and if you put that hydration on your skin, you will wake up with a really glowy and hydrated face. So the two creams that I use most of the times and I reach out to is this one, the basic simple blue Nivea. This is really good. This is a thick cream. This is not a moisturizer, this is a cream, a proper thick consistency. it is something that at the same time this does get absorbed into the skin, and it is so good because the moment I wake up in the morning, I realize that my skin is actually really glowy. So this is highly recommended, guys. The next product that I reach out to many times is this cute thing from the pharmacy store. This is called Brimollient Intensive Moisturizing Skin. This is again something which is very heavy. Okay, so a little goes a long way for both of Nivea and Brimollient. However, both of these has really healing properties, especially Brimollient, because this is something which is devoid of any unwanted chemicals. At the same time, this actually hydrates your skin properly, gives you very glowing skin, and is considered, like, I consider this as food for my skin. And this is something which is, I think, 150 grams of product you are getting for 370 rupees, which is really a steal. And any kinds of, dry patches, any kinds of lines, okay, which is growing on your face, wrinkle lines or anything, even on your lips, dryness, any kind of dryness, rough patches on your face, this is a heaven for it, because this actually cures all of that on your skin. So these two heavy creams I use at my nighttime routine. Point number 5. Now, only applying oils and these things, doesn't really help. On top of that, you also have to make sure that the excess oils are taken out of the skin and your skin is healthy. And for that reason, and on top of that, tanning is the most important thing. How much you use sunscreen, that is not going to prevent you from getting tanned. Obviously, it is going to control, but it won't be that 100% tanning is not happening, right? So, for tanning purpose, I have actually been using these two things to remove tan, to brighten face, to have a glowing skin. All of these things are done by this O3 Professional Mask. I think I have already made a video. I will link it on top of this. And I have also been using this one. This is a more affordable one, and this one is a little bit more on the higher end. This costs around 955 rupees, this one, and this cost me around 345 rupees. This is a clay mask. This is a lotus clay mask. Why do I use a clay mask? Because any excess oil, okay, large pores problem, and dull skin is actually very much taken care of if you are using a clay mask. And on top of that, this is for, it is written skin whitening, but it doesn't really whiten, okay. And this is not the reason why I have bought it, by the way. When I asked for a good clay mask for tan removal, this is what the people suggested at the store, and this actually helps in removing the tan, and that is the reason why I am showing this. It's not for skin whitening, guys, and that is why black clay is extremely good for your skin. And I use this one once in 2 weeks. So this is really good. It has very simple step, good to use. It is inexpensive, okay. So this is one option that you can go for. But hands down, the best option is this professional O3 mask. That is the reason why I have a separate video on this. This might be a bit more expensive. However, the product, guys, the product, like everything you will use, okay, there will be a marginal change, there will be a marginal noticeable change, but this one creates a very big difference in your skin. This one actually works on your tan and removes it very effectively. It does not strip your skin of your natural moisturizer, of its natural oils. It instantly will bright up the face, okay. Doesn't make your complexion fairer. That is not the point at all. It actually makes your skin bright. It gives a glow and removes the tan. That is the work of this skin, and it does it very well. This is the hands down the best cream detan pack that I will ever use. By the way, this is the one thing that you will always see professionals use at salons. So this also attests the fact that this is the best thing that you will ever use. And I also use this on alternate weeks because it's an expensive thing, so I use it on alternate weeks, and it really works wonders. Point number 6, last but not the least, although you are doing all of these, it is also very important that you keep yourself presentable and groomed. By groomed, I do not mean that you go to expensive parlors and shell out a lot of money. Not at all, because right now if you see on my face, I don't have much. I'm just using one sunscreen and I just did my brows. But what you can do and what I have been doing all these years is these two cute mini things over here. These are called tinkle razors. You must be knowing it. However, if you can see these, this is the sharper end of the product, okay, and this is the sharper end, and it is very, very inexpensive, very, very handy and very, very effective way of removing facial hair. Facial hair is very, very common in all the girls, okay. In fact, I deal with PCOS, so I have lot more facial hair to deal with. And although I'm using everything that I have shown right here, I also need to make myself presentable. For that purpose, I always use tinkle razor. It is very inexpensive. It makes it, you will be able to shave off all your facial hair. Along with that, upper lip hair, chin hair, everything you will be able to do. But before you are shaving your face, make sure that you are using an aloe vera gel to moisturize and make it a clean and hydrated canvas, so that this doesn't hurt. At the same time, I will give a disclaimer that it is not a proven fact that shaving your face will actually make your facial hair grow back thicker. There is no proof of that, and it hasn't happened. As you can see, I have been using this for I think the last 3-4 years, and my facial hair is just the same. It hasn't reduced at all, okay. So this is something which is really, really important for girls and for grooming yourself, okay. A bright face is a lot attributed to how you're keeping yourself groomed, and not just using one product after another. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have taken some very valuable information from what I have shown here, okay. And other than that, if there is anything more that you want to see from me and you want to know, please leave it in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, share this video among your friends. That would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.